Hello Leo, welcome to your reading. Now this is something new I have started. I am dividing the month into 3 parts and I will be looking at your general energy, love as well as career for 10 days at a time. And this is for the first 10 days of April. Now, please make sure you check all your placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, especially Venus if you're here for love. And if you find that your Sun or your Rising don't resonate, your Moon or your Venus could. So just to get a full picture of what's going on with you, that would be beneficial. Nice. And as always, this is a general reading and it's not going to resonate with everybody. So just take the bits that resonate with you and leave the rest behind. We have higher power as one of your wisdoms of the oracle. This is a beautiful card. And what's even better is between worlds. And you have 3 and 4 together. So that's quite a progression. I like this. I will talk about this, but I want to get a Moonology and a Star Code Oracle for you first. And then we will move on to your tarot. We have full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. Some of you may even be on the Cancer Leo cusp. Don't have to be. Finally, a Star Code Oracle. Ooh, nice. We have North Node, future. This came up for somebody in the overall April reading. I can't remember which sign it was. By the way, your full April overviews are up. I uploaded them a few days ago if you want to have a look at them. All right. Now, starting with your oracle cards, higher power. Higher power talks about, well, a higher power, a power that is stronger than yours, a divine power that could be guiding you at this time. This could be the universe, it could be God, spirit guides, angels, whoever you have faith in. And I feel like some of you may be delving very deep into spirituality as well. With Jupiter and Pisces, I feel like everybody's spiritual sense has been enhanced. And Pisces being the most spiritual of all signs, it rules the 12th house. So I feel like with higher power, you may be working on your third eye because you see how lit up it is here. And some of you may also be relying very heavily on your intuition at this time. But I feel like whatever it is you're embarking upon, whatever new journey you're embarking upon, because we do have North Node, I feel like you are guided and you're blessed right now. And what's really interesting is, so I recently found out that my North Node was in Pisces, which just gave me that boost that I'm meant to be a spiritual healer and guide. Some of you may have experienced something similar. You may have experienced that your future path within this lifetime could lead you to spiritual healing. This is not going to resonate for everybody, but for some of you, it is possible. Check where your North Node is in your natal chart. Now, Between Worlds is such a beautiful card. I've stopped getting this. You know, I used to get it in almost every reading a couple of months ago, but then it just stopped showing up. So I'm very happy to see this. Between Worlds talks about moving on from the dull and gray to technicolor. It talks about enhancing your life and being okay with that transition, because you see that line right in the middle. It's a very slim line, but this line, this in the gray period, is what is most difficult because you can't really see what's ahead of you. You only know what you're leaving behind, which is why, again, North Node is very interesting. Do a little reading on this because I can't possibly cover all of this in one video. Your South Node is something that you've already mastered, okay? It is something that you have, that you need to leave behind in this lifetime. And your North Node is the path that you need to embrace, okay? Maybe it's the complete opposite of how you feel, but it is something that will enhance your personality, and it is, well, it is what you need to do, what you need to accomplish in this lifetime. So I feel like this Between Worlds for some of you could be you realizing what your future path is and shifting that perspective and moving forward. Some of you may actually literally be moving. You could be shifting homes, or you could be moving countries, you could be moving jobs, and it can be a little difficult. let your fears dissolve does make sense now, because I feel like we're creatures of habit, right? And whenever a change does come about for us, no matter how beautiful that change could be, especially with this card here, it is difficult. And one can be fearful because we don't really know what to expect. But look carefully. Do you see the confetti? And do you see that crown on top of the flamingo's head? There is a celebration incoming. So I would look forward to this if I were you. I have already explained what the North Node could mean, so I think you have a little bit of reading to do, Leo. Let's get to your tarot. I will be pulling 3 cards for your general energy, 3 for love and 3 for career. We have the Hermit, the Sun, there you are, beautiful card, and the 7 of Pentacles. Keeping to yourself. And this has been a recurring theme for you, has it not? You guys have been a little less extroverted than you usually are. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting it again. All right, let's move on to career. Oh, lovely. Stunning. We have the 8 of Wands, the Magician, and the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Beautiful energy right here. Let's get 3 cards for love, and then I will skim over these before I pull your bridging energies. 5 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the 4 of Cups. Yikes. Not very happy about something right here. Okay, let me just adjust my camera. I'm sorry. Drives me nuts. Okay, now when it comes to your general energy with the Hermit card, like I said, I feel like you're keeping to yourself. Whatever transition this is that you are making, it's almost too overwhelming, I feel. And you are retreating, not in a bad way. I feel like it's not like you're wasting time and just kind of idling away. You are using that time constructively and seeking inner wisdom, almost. With the 7 of Pentacles right here, usually the 7 of Pentacles is a card about waiting to reap your harvest. In this particular card, this family of badgers, they're almost relaxing because they've accumulated enough wealth for themselves to be comfortable. With the Sun card, there is a lot of happiness, and I feel like that's your goal. It's everybody's goal, isn't it? But I feel like you are not really wasting time on things that aren't really going to be fruitful for you. You're being very careful about where you're investing your energy. Now, when it comes to your career, 10 of Pentacles, it's the best card you can get in a career reading. I mean, this is absolute fulfillment when it comes to material wealth. It can also talk about a happy family life, you know, lots of generations together in one home and reveling in each other's energy fields. And I think it can also be a card of having too many responsibilities, because if you see, this octopus is multitasking. There are babies around him who are just causing mischief, and you know, nice, good kind of mischief, not bad mischief. And he's having to multitask, but he's happy about it, you know. So I feel like some of you may be expanding your families even, and juggling work and your life could be a little difficult, but you're doing it anyway. With the Magician, this is mercurial energy. You are using every single resource at your disposal to its full capacity, and I feel like it's working for you, because the 10 of Pentacles right next to the Magician, that is supremely powerful. With the 8 of Wands right next to the Magician, again, this is mercurial energy. Some of you may be traveling. You may be, the Hermit could also suggest that. You may be traveling for work. Some of you may be investing in foreign countries, and for the others, I feel like there could be a piece of news coming in that could make you very happy, that could enhance your stability. And skimming over love real quick, we have the 4 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 5 of Cups. The 4 of Cups is telling me that you're not looking at something and you don't want to. You're almost bored with whatever offer this is. And with the 5 of Cups, I feel like you've been bitten in the past. There has been grief, and it's almost like um, you don't want to repeat the same lessons. I paused for a second because something flashed through my brain, and it was almost like, maybe this isn't you. Maybe this offer was something that you gave to somebody and they rejected it. Okay, you offered a cup of love to someone and it was rejected. And it's almost like instant karma. The Wheel of Fortune is a card about karma. It's a card about justice, even. It talks about divine timing and, of course, things taking a turn very quickly. But I am getting that once this person rejected whatever offer this was from you, they instantly regretted it. Because the Five of Cups is a card of regret and grief. Not going to jump the gun. Let's pull a couple of bridging cards for your general energy to start with. The Emperor. Yeah, focusing on you. You're focusing on your wealth, I feel, right now. And what's beautiful about the Emperor in this deck, normally the Emperor is represented by an elderly figure with a long white beard, which represents wisdom. But I feel like this is a young emperor. This is an emperor who, with all the markings on his body, has gained enough wisdom to take control of his life. And his or her, there's no gender in tarot, just take the energy with you. When you hermitize yourself, or when you go on this soul-seeking journey, you learn about the different journeys your soul has undertaken in different lifetimes. It's very deep, and you may not even realize that you're doing this consciously, but your soul recognizes that journey. And once you reach this level of the Emperor, this is the most powerful court card in the tarot, I feel like you start commanding more gracefully. You start commanding life more gracefully, if that makes sense. You may even have a lot of Aries in your chart, but Aries being the first sign of the zodiac and the sun shining in Aries right now, it is a brand new year. It's a brand new astrological year for the whole planet. It is a fresh, clean slate. So I feel like you're making the most of this energy and you're investing your time, money, energy, resources, and love very wisely, because the Emperor doesn't settle, you know. Okay, I got a peek of the Four of Wands. So let's see if it wants to pop out again. It will. The Ace of Cups. Beautiful. I do need a crossing card right here. The Ace of Cups is a beautiful offer of love. And this is the Ace of Cups right here. Now again, I don't know if this is an offer you made to someone or it was made to you, but we will see. This is a new beginning in love. This is something that will bring your heart joy. But again, you're not settling. The Knight of Pentacles. You're okay to wait. When it comes to love, I feel like you're in no rush. For you, the journey of life is more important than being in a relationship. I know, very deep. But that's what I'm getting here. Because the Knight of Pentacles prioritizes the lessons he learns through his journey rather than actually delivering that pentacle. And that's why he takes so long. He relishes that journey. This could also mean that there is an offer lingering in your energy field that wants to come about for you, but it is taking its sweet time. There could also be somebody around you who has a lot of pride, and it's almost like they're not being able to let down control to come about with this offer. We will see. I'm going to go straight to love because I'm getting a lot of love here. Let's get a bridging card between the Four of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, something came to an end here. And I feel like this was the end of hope. It was the end of hope that something is going to work out. The King of Swords. Wow, this reading is throwing me off, Leo. I do feel for some of you, if you were waiting on a particular offer to come towards you, because it took its sweet time and because it was laced with that pride and ego that we spoke about, if the Emperor is somebody you're dealing with and not you, I feel like you just gave up. And I feel like you started focusing on your own needs, your own desires with the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like once you did, it gave you that strength to cut out this nonsense. Ace of Pentacles. I got a glimpse of this earlier while I was shuffling. It did want to show itself. The Knight of Pentacles carries the Ace of Pentacles. You remember I spoke about instant karma? The King of Swords is a very dynamic personality in terms of they're very powerful and very strong and very in control of their emotions. If you felt like you were wearing your heart on your sleeve with this particular person, it's almost like there's a shift in your energy. And when that shift comes about, the offer that comes about to you takes a shift as well. The Ace of Cups on its own can be a very wishy-washy energy. It can be almost too good to be true, and sometimes it is. It just disappears because it's very Neptunian. I'm not going to take so many cards. Once you realize that this offer isn't good enough, and once you cut out what doesn't serve you, it's almost like that offer wants to come back around, but it's more stable this time with the Ace of Pentacles. Does that make sense? Someone is upset that they lost you because of their own stupidity. And you were fine moving on without them. And I think that's what hit them hard, and that's what is prompting them to come forward with this Ace of Pentacles. Five of Wands. There was conflict here. A lot of conflict. And this may even be internal conflict, whether you should accept this offer or not. The Three of Swords. Yeah, there was pain. I don't like to do generic readings because they might resonate with 80% of the people there, in my viewer list. I try to be as specific as possible because my goal is to help even just one person watching. And I don't jump the gun when it comes to love readings, because then again, I wouldn't be a very good reader if I'm just sugarcoating everything and just repeating what everybody else does just because it's popular. I was getting pain here. I was. Even though the cards weren't showing themselves, I was getting pain. And the Five of Wands with the Three of Swords is telling me exactly that you went through this very heartbreaking situation and you decided to just walk away. And that is exactly what prompts the other person to come back in, usually. The Three of Swords is the main card that brings people back in. Five of Swords. Yeah, there was sneakiness here, my goodness. There was a lot of sneakiness, 2 5s together. Actually 3 5s. You may be seeing 555 a lot, and that represents change. And what's interesting is you have the Wheel of Fortune right in the middle. Things are changing when it comes to this, and I feel like you're making that happen. It's not happening on its own. You are prioritizing your happiness and your peace. Strength. There you are. You're strong enough to deal with this, and I feel like you've dealt with something similar before. I don't know why I'm getting this. It's almost like you're afraid that you're repeating a pattern and you don't want to. Page of Wands. This person is still very immature. So next 10 days, I wouldn't put too much attention on this. The Lovers did pop. It did. But I'm not going to take it because I didn't ask for it. There is love here, which is why the Lovers wanted to be seen. But with this kind of wishy-washy energy, I would not put my energy into this. I'm moving on to career real quick because this is just nonsense. Alright, we have Temperance. Career is looking good, so I'm happy about that. Beautiful. Wow. King of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Career is not just looking beautiful, it's looking stunning. Like I told you earlier, you're focusing on controlling your happiness and your peace, and I feel like a lot of that is related to your career. You're looking good. Wow. With the King of Pentacles, you are very stable and secure, and with the Nine of Cups, you're not worried about the 10th cup coming in because you're happy and content exactly where you are. And you've worked for it. With the Temperance card, I'm almost getting this feeling of someone wanting to take an early retirement because you're good. And if you feel like this hasn't come about for you, I feel like you're on the right path with North Node. You remember I said that the Emperor is a very young Emperor in this deck. So I feel like you're reaching that state of fulfillment very quickly. With the Nine of Cups, this is a wish fulfillment. And remember I said with the Eight of Wands that there is some kind of news coming in that's going to make you very happy. I would look forward to that within the next 10 days. Something that is almost elevating you. Could be a promotion, could be a bonus, could be an investment opportunity that will be very lucrative. I feel like you've been very patient with your finances. You haven't tried to join the rat race and accomplish things before they were meant to be accomplished. But you're still accomplishing them way before their time. In a very good way. Does that make sense? The Queen of Cups. You're doing something that you love. The Queen of Cups holds the most amount of love in her heart as compared to any other court card. And for some of you, I'm also getting that your mothers may be involved in your careers, and I feel like that's a really good thing. If they're not really involved, they may have very lucrative advice for you. So I would speak to them. But I feel like there's a lot of love here. Four of Pentacles, and I feel like you've been saving your money, you've been saving your pentacles, and I feel like this can be a card of the miser, but the 10 of Pentacles here is telling me that you're a very generous spirit, so I wouldn't doubt that. But I feel like all this saving that has been done for you in the past is what has brought about this beautiful change. 3 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like even though you might be heading your business or whatever this is, you might be the only person involved, the people around you wish you well. Your friends, family, your soul tribe, they have good pieces of advice. And I feel like you should take those into consideration. They mean well. And they have very good intentions for you. Wow, lovely reading. This love part was a little confusing, and when I get confused during a reading, it means the viewer is confused as well. And I feel like this shift that you're making, it could be moving away from this particular relationship. It is possible. All right. I'm going to get you a couple of tea leaves. This reading, my God, it's the longest than the others. Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Yep, I see that happening. I feel like this long journey that has been undertaken, especially when it comes to your career, it's taught you a lot. Teapot. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Yeah, that's what I'm getting with this, with the 3 of Cups. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be the same sex. It could be any gender. But there is somebody around you who has a lot of beautiful advice for you. I would take it. We have September. You could be dealing with a Virgo even. It's possible. Or you may have it heavily in your chart. Could even be on the cusp. Okay, let's see. Wind chimes, peace and harmony. Beautiful last card to get. I feel like you have worked very hard to reach this position of security in your life, Leo. I feel like you should be proud of yourself. The next 10 days are looking stable when it comes to career, and when it comes to love, there are hiccups. So I would not make too many decisions and I would keep your cool. Mars is in Aries right now, tempers can flare. So if you can avoid having conversations that are difficult, I would avoid them. All right. That was your reading. I hope it helped you guys. I will see you in the next one.